In a village where the sky met the earth, and traditions were as old as the whispering baobab trees, there lived a woman named Zarah. Zarah was enchanting. Her eyes were dark pools of wisdom, and her laughter could make the sternest elder smile. Yet despite her beauty and charm, she remained unmarried. Tired of her solitude and desperate to find a husband, Zarah consulted the oracle, a wizened old woman named Miri who could commune with the ancestors in a hut that smelled of herbs and ancient scrolls. Miri spoke, "Child, your destiny is unlike any other. The man who fathers your child will become the ruler of this village, and his reign will bring unparalleled prosperity." Intrigued and emboldened, Zarah devised a radical plan. She would sleep with every eligible man in the village. This way, she reasoned, she would not only find her destined husband, but also secure the best future ruler for her people. As weeks turned into months, the village began to buzz with rumors. Zarah's unconventional search for a husband became the talk at every gathering around every fire. Finally, Zarah found herself with child. She was radiant, her belly round and full, a living testament to the prophecy. As her due date approached, tension thickened in the air. Each family with an eligible son began to claim the unborn child as their own, laying their stake to the future chieftainship. In the middle of this maelstrom, Zarah gave birth to a healthy baby boy. The village rejoiced, but the joy was short-lived. The next problem was immediate and pressing. Who was the father of this child born to rule? Elders convened, wives gossiped, warriors sharpened their spears. Everyone had a theory, and every man wanted a test. The village was on the brink of a civil war, and only the true identification of the child's father could bring peace. Yet Zarah remained serenely confident. She knew that the prophecy would not fail her, nor her people, and so, with her newborn son cradled in her arms, she awaited the revelation that would change the fate of her village forever. A week had passed since the birth of Zarah's son, whom she named Malik, meaning king. The council of elders, responsible for major decisions in the village, convened under the oldest baobab tree. "Our ancestors have always shown us the way in times of both harmony and discord," said Oma, the eldest among them, his voice trembling like the last leaves of autumn. "We must seek their wisdom to resolve this crisis." Just then, Miri the oracle stepped into the circle, her eyes glowing with a fire that seemed almost supernatural. "I have spoken with the ancestors," Miri began, her voice a mesmerizing melody that silenced even the cicadas. "They propose a test, one that will reveal not just the father of young Malik, but also the future leader of our people." Murmurs spread through the council. "The test," continued Miri, "will require each potential father to undertake a journey to the sacred mountain. At its peak lies a stone, not just any stone, a moonstone imbued with the wisdom of our ancestors. The man who returns with this stone will be deemed the true father and the destined ruler of our village." As dawn broke 3 days later, a sense of expectant hush enveloped the village. 6 men stood in the village square, each representing a different family claiming Malik as their kin. Zarah, cradling Malik in her arms, watched them quietly, her eyes meeting each of theirs. With the blow of a horn and the beat of drums, the journey began. The path was laden with challenges both physical and mystical, rivers that twisted like serpents, forests that whispered secrets, and caves that echoed with the laughter and cries of forgotten souls. However, the real test lay at the foot of the sacred mountain. A stone altar stood there, inscribed with ancient runes that told tales of heroes and gods, love and betrayal. Beside the altar was a pool of water so clear it mirrored their deepest fears and desires. As the men reached the altar, a voice echoed around them, "Offer what you value most, and you may proceed." The voice resonated, filling the air with an unspoken gravity. One by one, the men approached the altar. Some offered gold, others heirlooms passed down through generations, but nothing happened. The way to the peak remained sealed. Finally, it was Kofi's turn. Kofi was not the wealthiest or the strongest among them, but he was known for his wisdom and humility. Instead of placing an object on the altar, he knelt and offered a prayer for the village, for Zarah, and for the unborn generations who would inherit the earth. As he finished, The altar glowed a soft, radiant light, and the path to the peak opened up as if summoned by his sincerity. The men followed Kofi as he led the way. The ascent up the sacred mountain was unlike any other climb. Every step seemed to be a dance between the earthly and the divine, where physical exertion met spiritual enlightenment. Finally, they reached the peak, where the night sky seemed to be within arm's reach, twinkling stars bearing witness to this pivotal moment in the village's history. There it was, the moonstone, glowing softly in the moonlight, almost as if pulsating with the heartbeat of the mountain itself. Kofi approached the stone first, his hands trembling as he touched its cool surface. The moonstone lit up, its glow intensifying into a radiant beam that shot up towards the sky, returning as a cascade of light that enveloped him. "Son of Nur," a celestial voice echoed, "you have proven your worth. This child, Malik, is yours, and you are destined to lead your people." Overwhelmed by emotion, Kofi fell to his knees. The men who accompanied him were silent, humbled and awed by the revelation, their prior envy and rivalry dissipating like morning mist. As they descended the mountain, the village came into sight, bathed in the soft glow of dawn. When they arrived, the entire village had gathered, the tension in the air palpable. Kofi stepped forward, holding the moonstone high for all to see. "The ancestors have spoken," he declared. "I am the father of Malik, and it is my destiny to lead this village." A collective gasp followed, then a roar of cheers and ululations. The elders nodded in approval, their faith in ancestral wisdom reaffirmed. Zarah, with Malik in her arms, walked over to Kofi. Their eyes met, and in that moment, all the complexities and hardships seemed to melt away, leaving behind a pure, unspoken understanding. But just then, an unexpected figure emerged from the crowd. It was Miri, the oracle. "Wait," she cried, her voice trembling. "I have something to confess." The crowd fell silent, eyes wide with curiosity and confusion. "There is another prophecy," Miri continued, "one that I did not reveal. It was hidden in the scrolls, lost to time, but recently rediscovered. The true father of the child is not one of the men who journeyed to the mountain, but a man who left the village long ago and has now returned." A murmur of shock and disbelief rippled through the crowd. Miri pointed to a man standing at the edge of the gathering, a man whom Zarah recognized instantly. It was Leo, her childhood friend, who had left the village many years before. "Leo is the true father," Miri declared. The village was stunned into silence. Zarah's heart pounded as she looked at Leo, a mix of emotions swirling within her. Leo stepped forward, his eyes meeting Zarah's with a look of love and apology. "I left because I felt I had no future here," he said. "But I never forgot you, Zarah." Zarah's eyes filled with tears as she handed Malik to Leo. "This changes everything," she whispered. The village watched in silence, realizing that their future was now tied to a man they had thought lost forever. With the revelation, the village's fate took an unexpected turn. Leo, reunited with Zarah and their son Malik, became the leader the village needed. His return brought new perspectives and a renewed sense of hope. Together, Zarah, Leo, and Malik led the village into a new era of prosperity and unity, fulfilling the true prophecy that had been hidden for so long. And so, the village, once on the brink of civil war, found peace and prosperity through the unexpected return of a long-lost son, proving that sometimes, the true path to the future lies in the past,